Do you know something that I don't, MC? Like, I thought we were the same person. Like, well, that's what y'all do on the roof. That's what y'all do on the roof. Shane, Dexter. Give me a second. We're back again to play some games. We're back with Havenless, and this might be the last episode. This might be the last episode. Last time, we followed Ava. She attacked Samantha and locked us in a basement or whatever. Yeah, the basement. She locked us in the basement. And I dropped my wallet. I dropped my wallet. And Shane might have just sacrificed himself to grab my wallet. So, before we start, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on my social media. It's always in the description below. And we can get started. Shane looked really confused after he was shoved by me. Oh, are we flashback? Hey, are you guys really so childish that you steal the swing he was using? What? What do you mean steal? Hey, you crazy girl. Just mind your own business, huh? Lauren, aw, look at Shane. No hat. Lauren, don't. I don't want to ride those swings anyway. I don't want to. What do you mean you don't want to? Shane, you need to stop hiding behind me and start standing up for yourself. And you guys need to learn some manners. Crazy girl. You're right that I'm crazy. If you want to fight, then fight. I'll make sure you die by my hand. Ooh. Blah, run for your lives. The kids ran away and the playground got peaceful again. I brushed my hands confidently. Ha! Fleeing before even attempting to fight. Lauren, I don't want to do that over something as trivial as a swing. Trivial? You love that swing though. What kind of... How old are they? Seven or something? Why are you using the word trivial? His small physique made the other kids look down on him. He was used to having things taken from him. And I was really unhappy with that. He hasn't done anything wrong. Don't give up the things you love. Okay, I got it, Lauren. From now on, I'll never give up the things I love. Good. Come here. I'll push you. What's happening? Ugh, this noise again. My insides were turning inside out as I ran up the stairs. I slowed down for a moment, but Samantha immediately grabbed my arm and pulled me up with her strength. We need to trust Shane. He said he'd be with us in a bit. I mean, I trust him, but like... whatever. It'd be a waste if he's doing all that and I come back and he's like, why are you here? I trust him, I really do, but I don't understand. I could have done that too. Lauren. Somehow, Shane ended up staying behind in the basement because of my wallet. Shane, are you insane? What are you doing? Come here quickly. In a bit. Shane swung a piece of wood at the infected, reacting to my shouts. He had somehow taken it from my hands. I'll get your wallet and then rejoin with you guys. See you later. But why? What are you going to do? Even though the process is slow, I'm still infected, but you... Don't say that, Lauren. You're as much alive as I am. And I want you to stay that way. Shane, Dexter... Give me a second. Dexterously managed to repel the horde of infected coming at him all at the same time. But how long will he be able to keep that up? Can he get back up here in one piece? No matter how precious those pictures are to me, I don't want Shane to go neck deep in danger for them. I could shake loose from Samantha's grip and stay behind with Shane. But the reason I ended up following her back up without resisting was... It's frozen. Goodness. Don't give up. Oh my goodness. Like, do I need to, like, take a step back from it for a second? How y'all doing today? Good? This might be a long video. Y'all should get some snacks or something. That's what Dashy says, at least. It's not fair when he puts on that face. There's no way I can win. I gritted my teeth and looked up. Someone was standing in the doorway. It's, what's his name? Jeffrey? Justin? That was close. Sam, it looks like it wasn't too late. I'm glad to see you're okay too, Lauren. I kept hearing noises from below and... What happened? Where have you been all this time? Locked up? Hey, it's Noah! Over there, stuck behind the door with all those locks. What are you doing here, Noah? I mean, why? He's always here. Suddenly I noticed Noah was standing next to Justin. To be honest, I kept worrying, so I kept staying close by. Then I saw you entering this building with your friends. First, I just wanted to keep an eye out, but I only saw this lady come out. Then you heard my shouts and came to help. We really were lucky that the keys were hanging from one of the locks. But how did you open the door to the basement? Well, you see, the reason I got stuck in the cell was because I had stolen that key. I was trying to give it to you when things got complicated. What? While the others were catching up, I couldn't help but stare back at the stairs down to the basement. How long has it been? Not that long. I don't hear anyone coming up the stairs. There's no sound at all. I mean, we said we trust him, so wait. Thinking about it, I have gone into dangerous situations like that too. Is this how he felt? Waiting for me? But I realized I was way less patient than him. I can't take it. I can't wait any longer. Huh? Wait, Lauren. Didn't you say we need to go gather the rest of the group? He said he'd be right with us, but there's still nothing. You saw how many infected were down there, Samantha. How is he supposed to survive that on his own? Noah looked at us and walked in front of me after seemingly have gotten a grasp of the situation. Lauren, I'll go down there. Noah? Not only am I immune to the virus, but if they bite me, my blood can cure them too. I'm used to dealing with them, and if the worst happens, it's best if I am down there too. If the worst happens, I'll bring Shane safely back to you, Lauren. I promise. Please trust me. I trust you. I'll trust you, but even though you're immune to the virus, be careful and please save Shane. I will. I'll be right back. I want to stay here and help somehow. Even though I'm not much help in a direct confrontation with one of those things. What happened to the Justin I used to know? Is this really the time to talk about how I used to be? I just want to pay my dues in one way or another. I feel like I could help since I've grown used to being around infected. It's always nice to have a helping hand. You can leave the rest here to us. You should go back to the church. We just about left the building when my feet refused to move further. I had experienced hopelessness multiple times after the world changed, but feeling this bad was a first. Lauren, let's go. Samantha, I'm not sure I can do this. All right, I'm listening. Samantha grabbed my hand and started leading the way back towards the church. I'm not prepared to lose those close to me. My family, my friends, those who stay by my side. You're not alone in feeling like that. But things happen suddenly when you don't expect it. That's why you have to make choices you won't regret. And I'm sure Shane did everything he could to make you better off. But I didn't want him to. I tried to vent all the feelings welling up inside of me. When I remember what Shane had said. Don't say that, Lauren. You're as much alive as me. And I want you to stay that way. Don't give up. Why does he always do that? Why does he always do things I don't want him to? I mean, you do a lot of things that he doesn't want you to. Samantha looked surprised at me, before patting me on my back. Noah went down there to help, remember? It's fine, Lauren. Everything will be okay. Okay. I have faith in them. That's the only thing left that I can do. I have to have faith in them. That's the only thing else I can do. Let's go back to the church, Samantha. Let's pick up the pace. I compose myself and start walking with Samantha when... Oh goodness. Damn it. My head feels like it's splitting in half. Lauren, are you okay? Can we be honest for once? I hear this beeping noise, but it's not that serious. Just a bit annoying. It sounds like you're exhausted. It sounds like she... Sorry. At this point, doesn't she know when she's about to turn? Because this has happened before. So I think she's about to turn. It sounds like you're exhausted after running this much. When all this is over, let's eat loads of food and sleep. Or maybe it's something else. I don't know what's going on with her. The sky was slow. Maybe it was that freaking drug that Mr. Ugly Lance put in us. The sky was slowly getting darker as evening came. We kept running, ignoring the dark shadows stretching out behind us. But that horrible noise kept ringing in my head. Ugh. Every time I staggered, Samantha looked at me with a worried face. If there had been signs that I was turning, I would have sent Samantha to go ahead of me. But this ringing happened. This ringing started after Lance shot me with that stuff. But this is different from turning. The thing I'm most suspicious of. A vaccine? Did I hear that right? Luckily, it seems that there's no problem with your hearing, Captain. That definitely was suspicious, but I don't think that was it. So, I was just thinking about your case. My case. This virus spreading all over the world has an extremely rapid rate of infection. But you have stayed the same for a long time. Couldn't it be that your special case makes you turn slower? If the infection progressed slower in my body, then the effect of that medicine should be the same. So what I'm experiencing right now must have been from way further back. I tried to shake my head and get rid of the noise and focus on running. My heartbeat slowed down. I got short of breath and my senses started growing more sensitive. I think I'm about to die. I think someone's calling for me. Samantha? Wait, what is all that? Do you see something? I turned around and looked at the same direction as her, but what I saw made me freeze in shock. What the? Infected. A horde of infected were gathering around one of the buildings. The way ahead. The usually quiet streets had suddenly gotten noisy. A few patrollers, noticing the commotion, were standing in front of the door to check the situation. I noticed a few others too, anxiously spectating. Look at that. They're all coming this way. Are we really safe here? Where's Father John? Everyone, please calm down. Don't fret and keep on praying. Wait for the guidance of our Lord. What's going on? Why are all those infected gathering there? No idea. Maybe they did something to draw their attention. Lauren, you should go first and get the others. I'll try to find out what's going on. Okay. I rushed up to the 4th floor as fast as I could. Hastily, I pulled the door to our room open and went inside. Lily! Lily? Oh, wait. I entered the room, but there was no Lily there greeting me as she always had done. This unexpected event made my heart start beating uncontrollably. She must be with Lance. They're probably in the other room. But why am I feeling this worried? Because you don't trust Lance. Trying my best to calm my anxious nerves, I went out again and closed the door behind me. I couldn't believe what Lance said as I found him. Lily? She went with that lady. Ava, was it? Yeah, I'm gonna pay 100 diamonds to say this. out of your mind right now? I would say I'm right in my mind at the moment. You could take a look if you're curious. Why would you? So he's evil. He is a villain. He is the villain. He really gave Lily over to that crazy lady. I told you to watch her, and you... I don't know what to say. The MC is stupid for trusting him so much. You could take a look if you're curious. Lance, I'm not in the mood for your jokes. Oh man, what has our captain so upset? You. Tapping his lower lip with his index finger, Lance looked curious as he raised an eyebrow. And I hate how cocky he looks. How cocky his design is. It gets on my nerves. Is he being like that because he really doesn't know? Ava took Lily somewhere. And you just did nothing? You shouldn't have let her do that. I just followed my orders and watched her for you. What are you talking about? My heart felt like it was trying to escape my chest. I need to calm down. I have to compose myself. Do you know where they went? Nope. You said you watched them. I wasn't really interested in things like that. To a child? Lance, really? A child? A child? He's so into entertaining himself. He doesn't even care that he just... A child, Lily. Is there anything you're good at? I usually don't like personal questions like that. Can we stop talking to him? Like, I don't want to talk to him anymore. I don't want to talk to him. Because let's go find Lily. Come on, come with me. We need to go find Lily. If you ask nicely, I can help. Nope. F you, Lance. I looked down for a moment and Lance hunched down to look out. Get away from me. I can't take this anymore. Oh. Smack. I used all my strength and sent my fist straight into his grinning mug. Lance fell on the floor in a ridiculously helpless manner. Ooh, that felt good. Thank you. Ow, ow, ow. Looking pitiful won't help you. Can we go get Lily? This is a shame. But that really hurts, you know. Help me up, will you? Kick him in the jaw. I tried to quickly leave, but I heard someone running towards me. Lauren, how did it go? Mr. Ugly over here let Lily get kidnapped. It was Samantha. I just shook my head in response to her question. He said Ava took Lily with her somewhere, but he didn't see where. Let's go to the roof right away. The roof? That's what they were saying on the first floor. Father John will quench the Lord's anger. The holy ritual where he... That's what y'all do on the roof! That's what y'all do on the roof! The holy ritual where he presents a sacrifice will probably be on the roof. He wants to sacrifice Lily. Save us, save us, save us. But if a child not part of the church has disappeared, so has John taken Lily to sacrifice her on the roof? This truly is a mess only a cult could have caused. You aren't really in a position to talk. Oh man, if you say so, I'll follow you quietly. Don't follow me. You need to leave. You need to leave. Seriously, just... I don't want to roll. You're not part of this group. Oh, he's so cocky. Change his design. Make him stop smiling. Oh man, if you say so, I'll follow you quickly. Ugh, look at that face. It's so annoying. I'll take the lead. Come this way. I don't think so. This voice is that guy again. Jeremy. As expected, Jeremy was walking it away. You're really tiresome. Father John is on the roof doing important stuff right now. Do you really think I'm just gonna let you disturb the one who's trying to save this place? Get a grip, Jeremy. We're in the middle of a disaster. So you're saying Father John is wrong? Get out of the way, Jeremy. We don't have time for your games. Oh, we're gonna be like that now, are we? It really doesn't seem like you want to know what happened to your sister, I take it. Jeremy, Just fine. What? I'll manage just fine without you. Oh man, you're gonna hit me? I was already waiting for it, my jaw shivering in anticipation. Jeremy didn't seem to notice and kept taunting me. Give it a try, hit me. I'm not scared one bit. These are all pretty good places. And for the nose hurts like crazy. If we get in between the legs, you won't be able to follow us for a quick minute. Let's see just how not scared you really are. Oh. A moment later, Jeremy was laying on the floor in the distance, curled up into a ball. I did put a bit more strength than with Lance, to be fair. It hurts. Ow. Isn't he over-exaggerating his reaction a bit? Ouch, that had to hurt. Should do the same for you. I feel a bit bad for him. Honestly, you kinda deserve that. Alright then, let's keep going. We hurried up towards the roof. Pushing open the door to the roof, I instinctively frowned as we were met by the evening sun. Lauren, over there. I looked over to where Samantha was pointing. At the end of the roof, 3 familiar people were standing. Lily! Lauren! Lily, Ava, and John. So, you finally arrived. Goodness gracious. Flashpoint. The evening sun painted the sky part dark orange, part red, made it seem like the world was in flames. I need to focus. How do I save Lily? Everyone, look at those sinners gathered in the streets. Our Lord is infuriated, all because you did not trust his word and kept causing trouble. Do you grasp the gravity of the situation? I do not care. At all, John. John, there's something you need to understand. Your God's word, trouble, I don't really care about any of that. It seems I have misjudged your character, Lauren. I thought back to the infected I seen while running back here with Samantha. They had been running frantically, as if possessed by something. Honestly, I have so many questions. I have no idea what the infected are reacting to. But I'm sure of one thing. Ava was holding Lily in place, forcing her on her knees. Let that baby go. Lily was just standing there, looking at me with terrified, tear-filled eyes. You're out of your mind. There's nothing reasonable about you. Ava, let Lily go. Lauren, you might have a difficult time understanding, but this, are you calling me stupid? But this is a task I am destined to fulfill. Asking for our Lord's forgiveness, enacting his will, guiding all the simple-minded commoners to salvation. In order to achieve all this, I require an innocent sacrifice, not my baby Lily. Get away from that girl. If you don't, I will shoot. There we go, Samantha. Pull it out. Before I could blink, Samantha had pulled out her black handgun and was pointing it towards Ava. But Ava barely showed a surprised reaction, and John just stood and watched. Ava, this is my last warning. If you don't... If you're gonna shoot, then shoot. What should I tell Samantha? Hurry up and shoot. They're literally holding a child hostage, sacrificed. Samantha probably doesn't think she's able to fire it. Samantha, hurry up and fire. Instead of replying, Samantha fixed her stance and squeezed the trigger. As she had warned, she let off the bullet, but Ava... I'm sorry. I shook my head. The one who should apologize right now wasn't her. John, sacrifice or guidance to salvation? To me, it all just seems like your own self-gratification. Lauren, how come you still aren't understanding it? Accept the existence of God. For I am the proof of our Lord watching down upon us. John spread his arms wide. He pulled his sleeves back and revealed countless scars. Both his arms were filled with deep teeth marks. Okay, you ain't special. Noah has those too. Ah, I see. John, you were a special case too. I recall Noah and his arm filled with scars in the same manner that he received from trying to help others. John must be a special case too, where he doesn't get infected by the virus like Noah. So the streets below, swarmed with infected, probably aren't even scary to him. Accept it deep within your hearts. Only the Lord is our salvation. Only then, when time is right, will man be free from his original sin. Well, while I'm not trying to insult your ideas or beliefs, it's only a matter of time until people develop a vaccine. Don't you get that such a thing is only possible with the grace of the Lord? John took out some kind of pouch. What's that? I have seen endless cases of those walking the path towards ruin, while only undermining and speaking ill of each other. Without the Lord showing the way, man will not be able to survive these hardships. There's no reason someone who has survived up until now wouldn't know about hardships. Surviving the threat of winter, even being forced to live outside. But even if the world has changed like this, I feel like I could help since I've grown used to being around affected. I know you're strong enough to handle it yourself, but if you ever need it, I'm here for you. I'll help, just like you have helped me. I'm here whenever you need a shoulder to cry on. You don't need to push me away. Don't say that, Lauren. You're as much alive as me, and I want you to stay that way. Don't give up. Still, good people still exist in this world. We will never stand alone facing danger. No matter how horrible and difficult things happen, we will gather our strength, and we will overcome. That's what I believe. Lauren, did you just say overcome just now? Overcome. I like that word. But all of this, everything that's going on, what if all this is all brought upon us because one person's greed? What do you mean? Huh. You. What do you know? Remember this carefully, all of you. Sin exists in every man. John took something out of the pouch he was holding. A dark, sticky-looking liquid inside a small glass vial. It's the infected blood. I didn't have to ask to know what the liquid was. Infected blood. Where's he gonna use that? My head started spinning. He's gonna do something with Lily. It was that moment. Lily suddenly broke free from Ava's grasp, pushing her away. That's what I'm talking about, Lily. Then she ran over to John, snatching the vial from him. What's this? Lauren! Finally. She then started dashing over to me, not missing a beat. I ran towards her. Making moves. Lily is making moves. A few minutes earlier, as we were running up the stairs, I swear, I even made a pinky promise to keep this secret, but save your idle talk for later. I think it's best if you know beforehand, though. Wait, pinky promise? With whom? Lily, of course. Would you believe me if I told you she went willingly, even though she knew it was dangerous? What kind of stupid... You're not joking? I almost ended up tripping. Lance helped me stay upright, but I screamed at him, "Don't touch me." What's up with you? How much do you think she knows? Oh man, you shouldn't underestimate her. She told me she even saw John give the infected blood to someone. What? That's why she wanted to be of help this time. Still, no matter how... You should not let her do something so dangerous by herself. Especially a situation as dangerous as this. Lily wasn't a very quick runner, and it seemed like John was about to catch up with her. Wait, that person. He has a knife! Lauren, you might have a difficult time understanding. This is the AI he just said all this a second ago. Yeah. It was obvious that John was planning on using that knife on Lily. But I am here now. I won't let you get the chance. I'll try to stop you until the end. This is really... Together with a sudden searing pain, dark red blood was running down my wrist. Every time John moved his arm, the blade started digging into the palm of my hand. Ugh. It hurt like hell. Damn it, it hurts. But I can't back off, since I have to protect her. Lauren? Lauren! You're not even gonna say my name? Like, you could have said my name. Still just staring. I heard shots all around me, but was unable to really focus enough to hear what anyone was saying. How far into my hand had the knife gone? About 2 centimeters? I just hope the tendons are okay. It seems like the center of commotion was you. Yes, you're right. Accept all the sins you have committed. I'll guide you to the true heaven. The Lord will watch over you with all his love. No, John. I don't care if it's heaven or hell. I'm going there on my own. John was thrown back for a moment, so I grabbed the opportunity to get the knife out of his grasp. But just as I was planning to push John over and get the upper hand, why did you have to make something so trivial this cumbersome? All this effort completely wasted. The voice carried by the wind was filled with disappointment. Just as I looked over, who said that? Oh? Who else has a gun? Did they shoot John? I looked over to where the gunshot was coming from. I felt my senses, it was Lance. I felt my senses slowly return to me. He had a gun this whole time. Whatever. I'm not gonna think about it. The person who had fired over here was none other than Lance. How could you? To me. John grabbed his chest, and his hands started becoming drenched in blood. John staggered backwards as he stared at Lance. You will regret this. I'm the one to guide you to the Lord. You will get punished. I guess we'll have to see about that. Well, do as you like. Suddenly, John stretched his arms up towards the sky. Our Lord, our guide in the heavens above, please accept my sins. He started coughing out blood as he lost his balance. We had no time to catch him before he fell off the roof. What just happened? I was briefly stunned before looking over and seeing Lance looking at me. That's quite the expression you got there. Lance, do you know what you just did? That's not what you told me. You said you would help me lock him up. Lance put away his gun and walked over to me. I instinctively put Lily behind me, using my unwounded hand, of course. If you have something to say, you can say it over there. Samantha had suddenly come over and was blocking him from getting any closer to me. That's why I mess with Samantha. Defending me always, protecting me always. I suddenly feel a bit of sympathy for Mr. Shane. What about Shane? Is Shane alright? Since Noah said he would help, I'm sure he got out of the basement safely. I only hope that they are somewhere safe resting. I'm not sure if you let people in easy or if you're good at recruiting people. To put it bluntly, the reason all this happened was you. Am I wrong? All this started because of me. They all came here because I brought them. Samantha, please watch Lily. That guy, he looks dangerous. He's not a bad man. Whatever. MC, whatever. He's annoying and bad to me. Whether he's good or evil, I don't know what's going on with him. Everything he does is rubbing me the wrong way. He's not a bad man, I think. Lauren, don't go. Samantha hugged Lily while patting her back. I took a deep breath and started walking over to Lance, or at least I tried to, but every inch of my body hurts. I could feel their worried looks behind me, so I waved to them to signal me being alright. Suddenly Lance walked over to me, kneeling down and looking down on me. Lance, why did you do it? What? You didn't have to kill him. I was just about to take control of the situation. I'm curious about that too. After he messed up my plans like that, what plans are you talking about? No, y'all can tell me, because I don't feel like doing his ending at all. So y'all can tell me what his plan is. Why could I have done that? I'm convinced you never wanted to help me. What could I have wanted? Just as I thought, he was staring at me for a while. He stood back up. Then he turned around, casually, as if he had finished all his business. But still, unlike me, you are generous and merciful. You really don't know when to let someone go, Captain. Huh? I want to ask why he said that when I realized. John. Are you able to show mercy for someone like me too? I can't. I'll never forgive you. Wait! Lauren. Just then, Ava was charging at Lance, holding a pocket knife. Ooh. Unable to let people go, just as Lance had said. I hurried up and stopped Ava. After the dust had settled, we made our way down to the first floor. I was completely exhausted. The infected who had gathered in the streets had disappeared as mysteriously as they appeared. First, we need to get to the annex. I want to know what happened to them, if they're safe. Lauren, I don't think that's necessary. Oh? You should take a look over there, Lauren. I looked over to where Samantha pointed. The seconds I spent looking felt like minutes and hours. Sorry, Lauren. I'm sorry for being late. Shane was holding my wallet out to me. Check if he's all right. Hug him. I rushed over to him as fast as I can. Worried I'd get blood on him, I hugged him with one arm. I could hear his heartbeat clearly. He's still alive. Hey, is this your version of revenge? Did you worry a lot? I didn't, you idiot. Thank you. After taking a look all over him, he wasn't wounded, and his eye color was as it should be. That's a relief. It really was. He's jaw-droppingly good at fighting. I kind of want to keep him for myself. He's always been good at physical stuff. Even back in uni. Anyway, what happened to John? That. Lance, you should explain. Oh. Next to me was only Lily. I looked around, but Lance was nowhere to be seen. Okay, so we unlocked everybody's except Lance's. Because forget Lance. And I asked you guys whose route we should do. And y'all chose Noah. So, here we go, Noah, guardian angel. The situation sorted itself out somewhat, but Lance was still nowhere to be seen. We couldn't waste any more time here. I had to guide the people wanting to escape the church towards the safe zone. But the reason I kept looking around, even though we had to leave, I want to thank him, because Noah, he really is a guardian angel, honestly. He always shows up at the right time. I want to thank him. Noah, did you return to the daycare already? Lauren, I'll go down there. I'll bring Shane safely back to you, Lauren. I wonder what would happen if I hadn't helped out back then. I felt sick just thinking about it. Lauren, what's wrong? It's nothing. I grabbed Lily's hand tighter and kept moving. We had arrived at the safe zone before it got too dark. Sometime later, I noticed a familiar, shadowy figure in the distance. It's Noah. Shane, go ahead with Lily. What about you? I have something to do over there. I pointed over to the distance. Shane looked at me with a disappointed look. Why are you looking at me like that? Noah helped you too, remember? Shane didn't trust Noah for the longest time. And probably still doesn't. He deserves to be thanked. But why do you have to do that? Well, if you think about it, he did all for me. Alright, go. Don't feel jealous, Shane. I love you too. And Samantha. I love everybody except Lance. I told Lily and Samantha where I was going to. Then I ran over to where Noah was watching us. Noah! Lauren. As I arrived at the street corner, I knew I wasn't mistaken. The evening sun lit up the streets, and Noah was standing under the reddish sky. I knew it was you. Oh, I'm so relieved. I really want to meet you. Meet me. I wanted to thank you for helping me and for helping Shane. Thank you for keeping your promises. But, Lauren, Shane is really strong. Even without my help, he would have been able to return to you unharmed. You know I wouldn't have been able to leave him alone down there in the basement. I would have wasted precious moments I could have lost everyone in front of me. Noah was listening quietly before nodding. He hesitated for a few moments before carefully speaking. You should have seen how relieved he was to see you. Did you succeed? Ah, that. I thought back to the gunfire so loud that you'd think the sky was falling. As John was shot and stumbled backward, his eyes had met with mine. That moment before he fell, his lips moved, forming the words. Nothing went as planned. It all turned into chaos. No matter how optimistic I try to be, the same words keep going through my head. Thinking about it, I feel like there could be a better outcome. What did John say? Even though it might be an unsatisfying result, you did your best, right, Lauren? Yep. Noah put his hands around mine. Both of our hands were filled with scars. We were similar in a way. Noah bowed his head forward, and I could feel his hair tickling the back of my hands. You had the courage to face the Church of Salvation directly. You have saved all of them from certain doom and have taken the role to lead them to a safe haven. I might not know exactly how you feel, but I'm sure they are all thankful. I mean, Noah, you be doing the same kind of thing, actually. Rescuing people, taking them back to the daycare. And I'm sure they're thankful to you. Every time we meet, I always end up thinking, you really have a gift with words, Noah. Are you saying all of that to make me feel better? Noah raised his head and gave me the smile of an angel. You told me that too, remember? You wish that the world wouldn't become a world where kind people trying to do good end up frustrated and filled with regret. Alright, but you remember what I said word for word? That's how big of an impression it left on me. The sun kept closing in on the horizon, casting longer and longer shadows. I had to start going back, but I didn't want to let go of his hands. I couldn't fall too far behind from the others. Noah, you aren't interested in going to the safe zone, are you? I still have work to do here. Those who can't rely on support from the government need my help. Noah, take care. I'm glad I got to meet you again. Noah let go of my hands and took a step backward. I hurriedly grabbed his hands again. Why are you saying goodbye like that? You make it sound like we'll never meet again. I'll see you later, Noah. Yeah, until next time. We promised to meet again under the evening sun. Then we turned, walking our separate ways. I did promise to meet him again, but I blinked, and the next thing I knew, I was looking on the evening sky from the peaceful streets of the safe zone. How did I end up living here? I hadn't expected to be able to get in here at all. But when I was leading the people wanting to leave the church here... Excuse me, is your name Lauren? Huh? Yeah, that's me. A guy claiming to be the head of the research invited us into the safe zone. Thanks to that, we were able to enter the area without getting checked. So fishy. Don't tell me. It can't be. I kept wondering why, when... They let us in without getting checked. Well, without me getting checked. It must be Lance. I don't know. Does he work for the government? Either way, I don't care. Where? Huh? I started running to the source of the sun crying. The cries came from the entrance of the safe zone. A boy who must have been around 10 years old was bawling his eyes out. Why does he have to do that there? What if an infected hears him? What are his parents doing? They should raise their kid properly. We need some soldiers over here. Soldiers. For a 10-year-old? Just grab him and move him away from the entrance. Not now, Bill. The onlookers were muttering to each other as the boy's parents tried to get the situation under control. They did the best they could, but ironically, it just made the boy cry even harder. I had a bad feeling about this. I better do something. I mustered courage and walked up to notice the parents were talking with a soldier. We aren't really able to move anywhere. Is there no way? He won't stop crying. I'll go. Let me go out there. It's too late. You should go in the morning when the sun has risen. Wow, wow, my teddy bear. Teddy? Excuse me, could I help you? Oh? I know the soldiers won't just send me out there. I wasn't any different from the boy's father to them. But while I was carefully thinking about how to convince them, the soldiers exchanged looks with each other. And then they spoke. Understood. But as every second was precious, they didn't ask about it. If it gets any later, the others will get worried. I need to find it and get back to the kid quickly. I thought back to what the mother had told me about the kid's teddy. A big teddy bear with messy fur and a big bright colored ribbon. Just like the one Noah was holding in the street right in front of me. Noah gave the teddy bear a look over, brushing the dust off it. But I couldn't tell what he was planning to do with it. I remember he mentioned kids staying at his daycare. Maybe he wants to give it as a gift. I can't just let him do that this time. Noah! Oh? Lauren? I waved my arm and started walking over when Noah started running over to me. I almost blurted out that the light brown teddy bear really suited him. I thought you already left the area. Oh, what should I do? I'm so happy to see you. Me too. 2 birds with 1 stone, really. Oh? I told him about us staying in the safe zone, and then I came out here because I was looking for something. That thing, that bear. I pointed the teddy bear in his arms. Noah looked back and forth between me and the bear with wide eyes. Thankfully, he handed it over without any complaints. But there was another problem. Hey, Lauren? You don't have to do this. I'm fine. What do you mean, fine? Stay still for a moment. Have you gotten your tetanus shots? I keep telling you to take care of your body. Thankfully, you have me here to scold you. I cleaned his hand carefully to prevent any infection and wrapped them with bandages. Noah stood quietly and watched with delicate, sparkling eyes. There we go. All done. Thank you, Lauren. How is it possible for you to be so kind? I want to ask the same thing about you. Oh? I recalled the first time we had met, the next time, and the one after that. Noah, you know, sometimes I feel like you're an angel sent to me. Angel? It feels weird and embarrassing to be called that, even though you used to be called Satan. You even said it yourself. That one's fine. But still, how can I put it? The feeling is different. Honestly, your image suits the angel way better than Satan. What's there to be embarrassed about? Well, Noah started shyly touching his own fingertips. If he keeps going, he'll rub off the lotion I spent all the time applying. You shouldn't touch your hands so much if you want the scars to heal. If you keep on like that, they'll never go away. Understood. I grabbed his hand so that he couldn't continue. Noah flinched slightly before grabbing my hand back. Oh, look how cute he looks. I was just holding his hands, but my heart was starting to get warmer. I'm still living an anxious and uncertain life, but I can't tell anyone. Who in their right mind would sympathize with the problems an infected person faces? I don't even feel like asking people to understand me. Lauren. But Noah, you really live for them. Even though I could never return to my previous life, I kept on going forward. Thinking about the future together and being afraid together, everything started getting better. At first I really didn't want to, but now I feel comfortable talking with Noah. It's still an uncertain, unforgiving, uneasy life. The wind started blowing. was evening. The stars were slowly starting to sparkle on the darkening sky. But still, if that's what you feel, I'll become your guardian angel. So I wish you would let me help you a bit more often. His cheeks were clearly blushing, and his eyes sparkled with the light of the setting sun as he looked at me. The warmth from his hand holding mine, my heart beat. These warm feelings were all slowly painting my face with a faint red hue. He really is an angel, honestly. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, we're done. So let's do a little review of the game. Let's start with Shane. I love Shane. He is so protective, but like a crybaby. I love those kind of characters. He's like a gentle giant because he's huge. But he's gentle and protective and sweet. But someone did point out that he seemed a little possessive. But we're not gonna think about that too hard. And then Noah, angel. He was really out here saving people because he's just that kind. How can you be that kind? Like, even if I knew I had a cure, I would find some other way to do it, not just walking around have people bite me. I don't know. Mostly because I don't like pain. Now Samantha, she's a real one. She is a real one. I love Samantha. She kept protecting me from Lance, which I love that. Thank you, Samantha. If Shane wasn't with me, she was with me. And she was just, and she kept that thing on her. She kept that thing on her and she was not afraid to use it. Then we have Lance. Lance sucks. For a person with such a handsome design, I couldn't even pay attention to his handsomeness because he was annoying and cocky. That his expression was just so cocky. It was annoying. Always smiling. Like he knows something. He does. He does know something. So I'm not gonna replay this. So y'all can tell me about Lance's whole thing. Because I'm gonna come up with my own theory. I'm gonna say that Lance isn't normal. I'm gonna say that he works for, he talked about his plan. I'm gonna say he works for somebody, or I don't know. Does he work with the government or something? Like, cause I don't know what that vaccine was, but I don't know. Annoying. I don't want to think about him right now. Y'all can let me know what his whole background is. So the MC, way better than Dangerous Fellows, but the bar was pretty low. The bar was low, so I wasn't expecting much, but she's still better than anybody's better than Dangerous Fellows MC. Honestly, she was good. I enjoyed her, but she did get on my nerves a couple. She did pull some like the wallet thing. That was horrible. She kept trusting Lance. Like, do you know something that I don't, MC? Like, I thought we were the same person. Like, what are you seeing in Lance that I'm not seeing? I mean, maybe he's not a bad guy, but the way he goes about doing things is just sketchy. And Lance works for the government. I just know it. Lance works for the government. He must. I don't know. Why does he have a vaccine? Did the vaccine even work on me? Where's my sister? Where's my sister? Are we just gonna Havenless too? And now we have the villain, John and Ava, the church, but mostly John and Ava. John got what he deserved. He got what he deserved. Because forget that guy. He was crazy. And he was not special. Noah has bite marks too. He had a god complex. That was just crazy. And Ava, I told y'all from the very second Ava was introduced, this whole thing was just, this whole church was just a bad idea. And then we have to talk about the typos. This game had a lot of typos. I still laugh at the one where they misspelled, they changed John's name to Johan. Who? They should have added, they should have fixed the typos. And I also said this before, this one was very wordy. And I think Lucydreams, that's what they do. They're kind of wordy with the descriptions and stuff. But this one was like extremely wordy. Unnecessary banter, like at the wrong situations. And I edited most of that out. But like, it was just too wordy. Just a bit too much. So I didn't like that. So overall, I enjoyed this game. I will not be playing. I don't enjoy it enough to play it again and do a different route. I do not. But yeah, would I recommend this? I don't know. I really don't know. If you like Dangerous Fellows, then nah, I like Dangerous Fellows way more than this one. I don't know. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this whole gameplay. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.